Well, I'll tell you, Common Core, when it first came out, had a really, really bad rap because people would post all these things that were like, basically, truthfully, there were problems in the math books that were wrong. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
The problem is that,
that's a problem.
yeah. So, I mean, because they had to rush to try to get these books published
Yeah.
because suddenly now they all had to be all adopted, all the different schools adopt these Common Core. So they rushed to publish them, and there were errors in them. So some of them were really just not good. That's one thing. But the other thing is that it was not, the whole program was not put together by educators. It was actually put together by administrators, okay? And the reason they really did this, the whole purpose was because they saw that compared to other countries, our students here in the United States, our math and science scores kept going down, 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 down.
Correct.
Whereas those in other countries were not or moving up, you
Right,
see.
right.
So they figured, okay, whatever is being done right now, it's not working, we're going to do this. So they did a whole basically bypass of everybody to implement this. So it was a bright idea to do this. What they did was they sometimes broke things down in so many different steps to explain something, which for some students, it actually is okay, it works. But for a lot of students, it overly complicates things, right? It really makes, you have so many different steps that it's not needed. The problem is they're trying to make it for, a one
Right.
size fits all type thing. That's not the case. With students, every student is different. They learn differently at different rates. What one student picks up, they just, oh yeah, I got it, boom. Another student, they have to go over it and practice. And
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Common Core was a way to try to make sure that everybody understood the material. But it actually complicated it for a lot of students, and students got very frustrated and upset. And the parents, of course, they saw that what are they doing?
right.
And they didn't know how to help the kids. It was a very interesting time, and it's still being done now here in California. As some states have actually gone away from the Common Core.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I mean, it's not. Truthfully, it's not horrible as bad as some people were thinking
Okay.
at first. But it's not great either.
Yeah.
It depends on how it's applied. There's also a different philosophy on how it's actually taught.
okay.
There's one set of books that we know in one school where the teachers don't actually teach the kids. They have them do exercises so that the kids in a group do these different things to actually themselves discover the actual math concepts, you see? Now, it actually sounds like a good idea, and really it would be a good idea if they allowed the students the time to do that. But they also have a curriculum they have to get through.
Right.
So
Right.
if they do this and the students don't quite get it,
They're
the next
behind.
day they go on to the next subject.
Yeah.
You see? And so what happens is you have a lot of students that didn't get this, and then they didn't get this, and then they didn't get this, and then they're like completely lost.
Right.
You see?
Because math builds on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
on itself.
It builds on itself.
Yeah.
You have to know your basics. You have to know how to add fractions, 2/3 plus 3/5, before you get into in algebra.
Right.
You would have 3x squared over 2a plus. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's still a fraction, but if you don't know the earlier basic,
Right.
forget it. You're gonna be lost.
Yeah.